get out your sweater because it's getting chilly in here. Hey guys, Tom here. Welcome back to the Grantham Pub Underground. Have a seat. We got a lot to do today. We are celebrating fall and all the flavors that go along with it. Today we're gonna make 3 drinks that are great anytime in fall. You know, your harvest celebrations, hay rides, into the holidays, Thanksgiving. It's gonna be a good time and you'll be able to serve these things to your family and friends and have a really good time. I wanna jump right in because these drinks, what I like about these drinks is we kind of change how we drink when the weather changes. And you know, in the summertime we're drinking punches and tropical drinks and more clear spirits, and then we transition into the colder weather and we suddenly go back to the dark spirits, which is kind of cool. But you don't always have to. There's plenty of drinks you can make with clear spirits in the cold weather, dark spirits in the warm weather. So the first one I'm going to make for you today is called a cider apple cooler, and it's everything you want. If you like apples, this is your drink, because it's going to start, it's only 3 ingredients, and it's going to start with apple brandy. Any kind of apple brandy that you like, not that one. But I suppose you could use any apple flavored whiskey when you get right down to it. I just happen to have apple brandy because that's what the drink says to use. And then after that, some apple schnapps. Just a half of apple schnapps. A little splash more. Oop, that's way too much. This is gonna be appley. And then simply some apple juice or apple cider, whatever you happen to have to fill it up. I'll put a little more ice. Probably don't need that quite big of a glass, but ooh, that's to say. And then to garnish, I'm just going to put a little apple. You can put apple slice, apple, whatever you got. A green straw for the apples, a couple more cubes. And there you have it, our first drink to celebrate all the great things about fall is the cider apple cooler. Next up, another simple drink. This one is called a Autumn Ricky. Now, Ricky is a very easy drink. It's basically a drink that uses lime and soda, club soda, seltzer water, mineral sparkling water in some way. Well, is lime critical? I think so. But it's basically spirits and soda. So this one is an Autumn Ricky. So this is going to start with bourbon. I'm going to put 2 ounces of bourbon because this is a big glass. And then, as I said, Ricky needs some lime. So this is actually going to have a whole ounce of lime. I like limey drinks. And then, since it's autumn, we need some maple syrup. Just a half of maple syrup. Gonna let that drain in there. And then, as it's a Ricky, we just need to sparkle it up a little bit. I'm going to give that a little mix first. Top it off with some club soda. A nice garnish of lime as well. A straw. A napkin. Ooh, a wipe first. And there you have it, gang. Another simple drink to celebrate fall. The Autumn Ricky. And finally, if you want something a little more fancy, maybe something a little more dessert oriented, I'm going to make for you a pumpkin pie martini. And this starts with, I'll use this vodka. Some vodka. How much vodka? This much vodka. Just 1.5 ounces of vodka. And pour a lot of it on the table. That's how you know you're watching the right channel. And then you need some rum. Now you have a couple choices. You can use some aged rum. You can use some golden rum. What is this? This is, I know I have gold rum somewhere. I think we just got some. Let me go into the gold rum. I knew we bought some when we came back from vacation. How much gold rum do we need? We need 1 ounce of gold rum. And then we need a little more maple syrup, another ounce of maple syrup. This one's not going to make it, but I just happen to have backup. You can use any kind of maple syrup you like. Again, it doesn't have to be your grade A super fantastic maple syrup. You could use, you know, the less expensive stuff, just so long as you're not using Aunt Jemima or Log Cabin, or you don't want pancake syrup. You want good maple syrup. Maple, I think that's one of those love it or hate it type of thing. I love maple syrup. I think it's great. Let's say 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I think that's everything. And I need the lid. Here we go. Oh wait, I'm not done. I thought it would look a little light. We need to add one more thing. How is it pumpkin pie without pumpkin? I need about 1 ounce of pumpkin puree to be exact. I'm going to say that's about that much. Now, I guess for this, you could, if that's all you had was like pumpkin pie filling, you could use it. Or, here I'm going to tell you a little trick. This is something that would be great to use leftovers with. If you have some, it would probably be very similar if you have some butternut squash, if you have some sweet potatoes. Leftover pumpkin pie, just scoop out the guts and put it in there. That'd probably be good too, mash it up. So you're going to get the same flavors, but you're using what you have. So don't go out to the store, but you're going to have pumpkin puree this time of year anyway, so you'll be able to make this drink. Just take one little spoon out and make it before you make your pie or your casserole or whatever you make. So now we can shake it. Cue the band. Once you give that an extra good shake to get that pumpkin mixed up in there. And then I'm going to strain it. I'm actually going to double strain it, or just strain it into this. Uh-oh, stand by. I'm going to set that right there because it's jacking up my strainer. I'll speed this up so you don't have to. And then finally, pumpkin pie. What's pumpkin pie without a little cream? So you want to float some cream right on the top. Mine's not floating that well, but because this is really half and half, heavy cream would be probably better. Or better yet, if you wanted to, if you had some like slightly whipped cream, that would be good too. So that's sunk, but that's actually not bad either. And then some, everybody's got it this time of year, some pumpkin pie spice. Very simple, just some cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, ginger. Buy some at the store, make it yourself, whatever you like. It's perfectly acceptable. And there you have it, our last drink as we start our celebration of all things fall and autumn, the pumpkin pie martini. So there's our start for the celebration of fall, and these are going to be good. I really suspect they're going to be good. So with that being said, it's time for our best part of the day, where we say, ready, drink. I'm going to try, this one is the cider apple cooler. This is everything apple. Apple brandy, apple cider, apple schnapps. It smells very appley. And it tastes very appley. Wow, that's nice. It's apples. What more can I say? It's just an explosion of apple flavor. My thing's coming undone here. Not even sure that you need to improve on that, even if you wanted to try. Wow. I'm going to go in for another one. The only thing I would say, if you wanted to, you could lighten it up a little bit. It can get a little sweet, but that depends on your apple cider or your apple juice. You don't have to have your cider, you could use juice. But if whatever you have is like on the sweet side, I just buried my apples, you could lighten it up with a little soda. But yeah, that's nice. And here's this Autumn Ricky, bourbon, lime, maple, and club soda. I know I'm going to like this. That's nice. See, you don't think, when I think of drinks that would be what I would call refreshing, I don't think of dark spirits. I don't know why. Like Seabreeze refreshing, vodka tonic refreshing, gin and tonic. They're like crisp, refreshing drinks, but this really is, even with the addition of the maple syrup. I think the lime and the club soda is what makes it refreshing, but the maple and the bourbon makes it like an autumnal drink. I would say it's somewhat rich, but not rich like heavy, rich like depth of flavor rich. And then it just, wow, you could drink a lot of these. Yeah, that's nice. And then finally, your dessert in a glass, the pumpkin pie martini. And with that, I will say what I neglected before. Cheers. pumpkin pie in a glass. Probably why they call it a pumpkin pie martini. Wow, that's really nice. Could be a little pumpkin-y. Wow, we got off to a great start here of celebrating fall. We're going to do some more of it straight through the season, I think, until we get into the holidays. I got several more to share, and that's what we're going to do. So until then, be sure to come back and see us again. If it's your first time, welcome. Good time to be here. We have a good time, and it's a great place to stop by for a casual drink, meet with some friends, wherever you want to do, right here at the Grantham Pub Underground. We'll be glad to have you. And if you do come visit us, be sure to hit the notifications, turn the bell on, subscribe, turn the notifications on. That way when the bar's open, you can come visit us time and time again and have a good time with family and friends, celebrating all things we have going on here. So until that time, we'll meet right here at the bar. I'll save a seat at the bar for you. Cheers.